Measuring time in Potawatomi. There's no real word for time. We've talked about time by saying it is a certain amount or it measures up to a certain amount. The concept of time is kind of a foreign concept. You know, if you remember from the past, we kind of got things done when we had to get them done. We could be pretty precise by talking about like where the sun was at. If we're talking about sunset or sunrise or early in the morning, boskajet, before the sun rises, or optawabin, mid-morning, but exact time, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, that's something that was kind of foreign to us. So the way that we dealt with, how to describe time, today is we use nijetso debugganak. What time is it? Nijetso debugganak. Literally, how much does it measure to? Nijetso debugganak. And this is a word or a phrase they use in the north. And in the south, they like to use nijetso yawak. What time is it? Nijetso yawak. So that's more of a southern word. Literally, how much of it is there? Okay, a few more terms which are good to use with your time. Opta can be used for half to indicate 30. Some people will just say schwabtuk 30, but if you want to make it easier, you can say like shak opta yaw, and it's 9:30. Another thing that some folks will do is they'll say like it's soon it's going to be this time, or it's before, 5 minutes before a certain time. For example, gaga sha, soon, gaga sha. Gaga means soon, that sha is just kind of a emphatic and emphasizer. Debagas, 1 minute or 1 second, debagas. Debuggiswan, a clock, debuggiswan. Literally this thing that measures the sun, debuggiswan. Gizis is sun. Debuggiswas, a wristwatch. Debuggiswas. Bawamshe, before. Bawamshe. Yawan, it is. Used for the hour measurement in the south. Yawan. But the thing about yawan is you can also use yawan for like it is a table. Dopwin yawan, or shkwadam yawan, it is a door. Debuggin, hour, literally a measurement. It's also the word used for a ruler. It's used in the north for an hour. Debuggin is literally like a measurement of something. It can even be used for like a mile. So you could say like got debuggin. If somebody asks you, how far to your house, you could say got debuggin. You're not saying 1 o'clock, you're saying 1 mile. So it just kind of depends what you're talking about with debuggin. And again, by itself, debuggin literally can mean a ruler also. So a tool of measurement. Okay. Let's look at this first debuggiswan, this first clock. Nijetso debugganak, or nijetso yawak. What time is it? Nijetso debugganak or nijetso yawak? And I'll give you a couple moments here to look at this and think about it and try to figure out what time it is. Okay, the time is schwatzo mina nishwabtek shech nish debuggen, or another way of saying it would be schwatzo bawamshe schwatzo opta debugging. Sorry, schwatzo mina, so 8 and 22 nishwabtek shech nish, so 8:22 debugging. So it's 8:22. Or you could say schwatzo bawamshe, schwatzo opta debugging. So that would be 8 before 8:30. So 8:22, 8 before 8:30. So schwatzo bawamshe, schwatzo opta debugging. Okay, another one for you. Nijetso debugganak enake, or nijetso yawak. Nijetso debugganak enake nijetso yawak. I'll give you a few seconds to look at this and think about it. Okay. Nianen mina nianomtene shachnish debuggen. Nianen mina nianomtene shachnish debuggen. So 5:52. Or you could also say we gagasha got watso debuggin. We gagasha got watso debuggin. Soon it's going to be 6 o'clock. We gagasha got watso debuggin. Okay, next one. Nijetso debuganak anake nijetso yawak. Nijetso debuganak anake nijetso yawak. I'll give you a few seconds here to think about this one. Okay, here we go. Now quek, it is noon. Now quek. Enake optidabuket, or midnight. So it's noon or it's midnight. It's now quek. Okay, straight up at 12. Or you could also say Medatso shech nish debuggin, 12 o'clock, or Medatso shech nish yawan for 12 o'clock. To know if the time is AM or PM, you can just add a wabin morning or pekonyak evening to your time. For example, on the next page here, Shak debuggin wabin, 9 a.m. Shak debuggin wabin, 9 o'clock in the morning. Shak debuggin wabin. Shak debuggin pekonyak, 9 p.m. Shak debuggin pekonyak, 9 o'clock in the evening. Shak debuggin pekonyak. We gagasha shakyawan wabin. We gagasha shakyawan wabin. Soon it's going to be 9 a.m. We gagasha shakyawan wabin. So it's kind of up to the person if they want to say 5 and then 55 in the evening, or just say 5 before 6 or almost 6. It just really depends how precise you're trying to be and how important like the exact time is. Okay, here's a few question words with some answers using time. Nijetso yawak gawisnian. Nijetso yawak gawisnian. What time did you eat? Nijetso yawak gawisnian. That second verb is going to end up in the conjunct. That's that yin. Nijetso yawak gawisnian. What time did you eat? And I answered shakyawan waban nagiwisan. Shakyawan waban nagiwisan. I ate at 9 o'clock. Shakyawan waban nagiwisan. Next one. Nijetso debuganak wa majiwat. Nijetso debuganak wa majiwat. What time are they going to leave? Nijetso debuganak wa majiwat. One more time. Nijetso debuganak wa majiwat. Ganabich nish apta oragijnaukwe. Ganabich nish apta oragijnaukwe. Maybe 2:30 this afternoon. Ganabich nish apta oragijnaukwe. Gijnaukwe being afternoon. Ganabich being maybe or perhaps. Nish apta being 2:30. Or 2.5 basically. Okay, next one. Nijetso yawak wa giwet okwe. Nijetso yawak wa giwet okwe. What time is she going home? Nijetso yawak wa giwet okwe. And the answer, Niano mina schwabtek debuggin wigiwe. Nianen mina schwabtek debuggin wigiwe. She's going to go home at 5:30. Nianen mina schwabtek debuggin wigiwe. We could also say Nianen apta wigiwe. 5:30. So, like I said, it just kind of depends how you want to do your time. The thing to keep in mind is you can use yawan for it is, and then yawak for the question, nijetso yawak, or you can say nijetso debuganak if you want to use the more northern way, and then you can say debuggin. It really doesn't matter. And you can also use the bawamshe, before a certain time, or be real precise about the time. It's kind of up to you. Aha. Yo.